my hair. Somebody messed up my hair. I gotta take a shit.
Shut up, Norman.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Playing with Plastic. I am the Big Cat. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Mezco 112 Collective Green Goblin. So excited for this guy. Let's get in close and look at the details. The sculpting and paintwork on this face is just so good. The shades of darker green in between the creases, really nice. The lips, the eyes are phenomenal. The ears look great. The suit is done really well in my opinion. It's like a material, like a spandex over the action figure's body, but there's little spots on it, kind of make it look like chainmail a bit, but those are like rubberized. Really good, and I think it'll avoid cracking on the arms and stuff like that because it's not completely covered in rubber. The gloves and hands are in a hard plastic, which is nice. The wrinkles are all sculpted in. Again, the same material for his legs, and his boots are hard plastic as well, which I think was a good call instead of making it cloth goods. And the main torso is like a pleather. Two different kinds of purples. Feels good. I mean, there's not much movement in the torso for this figure, unfortunately, but I think they do things to mitigate the damage that could happen over the years. Overall, this looks phenomenal. I think this is the best looking Green Goblin out there. Ooh. It's a big Q-tip for these things. Oh, yeah. Oh. Got a defect in his ear. Somebody call the police. Next up, articulation. Head up like that. Not the greatest. Really good down on him, though. It's on a ball joint, so you get all kinds of movement. Now, always be careful when moving around a Mezco figure. You do not want to damage the cloth goods. So we got a really good T-pose on our Green Goblin. The shoulder could do a full 360 if you wanted, but the material gets in the way. You have a bicep cut. Double jointed elbow. Fantastic range on that. The wrist is typical Mezco. Not much crunch on the back, but you get a decent amount forward, and with the range on the head, it works out pretty well. We have a swivel at the torso as well. Really good range on the kick. Double jointed knee. I don't really care for the look of it when it's completely articulated, but oh well. Can kick his own ass. And we have a boot cut, kind of a swivel there, and some pretty decent ankle movement, up, down, and rocker. Articulation could have been better, but I think because of the cloth goods at the torso, they did the best they could. As for accessories, we get a shit ton of accessories. We of course get the Goblin glider with flame effect for the back, multiple options for the fans underneath. We have a couple of lift-off effects, a beautiful Goblin pouch, we have a mask, we have 3 trick effects for his hands, a frog, a pumpkin, and a ghost. The ghost is really good. And we get a bunch of batarangs. Yeah, the Green Goblin uses batarangs. Nicely done. And any hand that you could want with this figure, they give you. Also, the typical Mezco base with display stand and accessory bag. The head sculpts are phenomenal on this figure. A very expressive Green Goblin, and then an even less expressive but still maniacal Green Goblin. We have a normal Norman Osborn face, and a super pissed off trying to take a shit Norman Osborn face. Now we're going to look at the glider, which is done very well. I think it's molded in black plastic and then painted silver, so it's easy to get those lines in there. You have buckles for his feet and pegs for his feet as well. So once he gets strapped in, he is going to stay in this glider. We have the peg holes for either the turbines for the Goblin glider, or you have takeoff effects, including turbines in that. The glider is articulated with a piston on each wing. You can go up and down. Very nice. He has a handle in the middle that extends upward to help because of the lack of torso articulation. Very well thought out figure, in my opinion. There you go with the effect piece. Just pop that in. Pretty tight. Here are his his various tricks that he could pull out of his pouch. You got a frog. You just throw in your face. I don't know what the frog does to you. It just sticks on your face. We have the pumpkin bomb, which is very self-explanatory, and the ghost. Now I can picture the ghost kind of wrapped around someone's face. Maybe this one's really good. I like this. Look at the fucking mouth and the eyes on this ghost. It's really cool. And yeah, the frog, I don't know, he just slimes you, I guess. Alright, we also have a batarang effect that can be thrown from one of his hands. And it's just like the Batman symbol upside down. I kind of like it. We also get a zap effect for one of his fingers. He like point at you and zap you. Nicely done. And the pumpkins are fantastic. And every hand you could think of. Pointing, grabbing, more pointing, peace signs. And this beautiful pouch that has wires in the strap, and it uses a magnet. Oh, that's amazing. It closes with a magnet, and I just love that. It makes the whole set worth it. Every penny I paid for this set. Now we're going to do some comparisons. Here he is next to the Mezco 112 Collective. Amazing Spider-Man that I just reviewed. And they look really good together. I think the height difference is good. Peter's supposed to be in high school around this time. And the Green Goblin is a grown-ass man. They look phenomenal. These are the two display. This is my Spider-Man and Green Goblin for my display at the moment. Alright, next up we have the Retro Marvel Legend Green Goblin. And this was really good. Or I thought it was really good at the time, but now looking at them standing side by side, yeah. Yeah, to me now, there can be only one. And the one that I'm picking is the Mezco 112 Collective version. Alright, next to Retro Card Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. Retro Card Black Suit Spidey, also Marvel Legends. Marvel Select Crimson Dynamo. And of course, the Orb, Marvel Legends. Just to show you what he looks like on the glider and how well they did this. Like, it's a real clasp that goes over his feet. It clicks in. Plus the peg. He ain't coming out of this once you get him in. I mean, at the most, you'll just have boots there and the rest of the figure is gone, but at least those feet aren't going anywhere. And just trying to get him posed up to look good. He's just coming in for a landing. It looks good. I don't really care to use the... I mean, it is unfortunate that he can't bend that well to grab the glider. But it doesn't bother me because look at this. Like, he's standing up on the glider flying. Why would he be holding it at the same time? He knows how to use the glider. It's like a surfboard. So with that being said, this all leads into my recommendation. I highly recommend this Green Goblin figure from Mezco. If you could find him, this is the only Green Goblin you would need from now on. Highly recommended. The accessories stand out. Everything on this figure is top notch. The only thing it's lacking in is articulation in the torso a little bit. Could be a bit more crunch there, but you know what? In the end, it'll help you keep your figure looking good. You don't have to worry about the materials being damaged because there's not much room for movement there. So this is just a home run from Mezco. We have 4 fantastic head sculpts. The Goblin's purse is just, magnets and wires. Beautiful little purse. Highly recommended.